Greetings, friends. Tonight, we travel back to one of the most tragic nights in history, April 1912. The story of the legendary ship, RMS Titanic. At the time, Titanic was the largest and most luxurious ship ever built. It set sail on its very first voyage from Southampton, England to New York, carrying over 2,200 people. On board were wealthy industrialists, famous personalities, and thousands of immigrants, all chasing a better life in America. The ship was commanded by 62-year-old Captain Edward John Smith, a highly experienced and respected sailor. Titanic was more than just a ship, it was a floating palace. It had grand staircases, a swimming pool, a Turkish bath, a gym, fine dining restaurants, and even a library. But what made it truly special was the belief that it was unsinkable. Thanks to its advanced design, a double-bottom hull and 16 watertight compartments, people believed nothing could ever bring it down. But just 4 days into its journey, everything changed. The North Atlantic was filled with dangerous icebergs. Titanic received multiple warnings from nearby ships. Yet, despite these warnings, it continued moving at full speed. Then came the night of April 14th. It was dark, freezing, and there was no moonlight. At 11:39 p.m., a lookout named Frederick Fleet spotted something ahead. A massive iceberg. He rang the alarm bell and called the bridge immediately. The crew reacted fast, trying to turn the ship. But it was too late. At 11:40 p.m., Titanic struck the iceberg. The collision lasted only a few seconds. But the damage was fatal. The iceberg ripped through the side of the ship, opening multiple sections to the sea. Water began flooding in rapidly. When Captain Smith and the ship's designer, Thomas Andrews, inspected the damage, they realized the horrifying truth. Titanic would sink. At midnight, distress signals were sent out. A nearby ship, RMS Carpathia, received the call. But it was over 100 kilometers away. The water temperature was below zero. Most people died within minutes due to hypothermia. In total, more than 1,500 lives were lost that night. Some say Captain Smith stayed at his post until the very end, going down with his ship. The rescue ship Carpathia arrived around 3:30 a.m., but by then, it was too late. Shockingly, another ship, SS Californian, was just 37 kilometers away. They even saw Titanic's distress flares, but ignored them, thinking it was a celebration. This disaster changed the world forever. New safety rules were introduced. Lifeboats for every passenger, 24-hour radio monitoring, and the creation of the International Ice Patrol. In 1985, the wreck of Titanic was finally discovered, lying 3.8 kilometers beneath the ocean surface. Even after more than a century, the story of Titanic still lives on. A story of pride, tragedy, and unforgettable human loss.